Good morning, all. How's everyone's morning going? Well, actually, it's not morning anymore. It's probably like noontime. Yeah, it's noontime. Um, thank you all for watching. Let's see here. Sacrifice last night was pretty freaking incredible. I mean, you get these pay-per-views for $10, $5 on YouTube, and if you subscribe for and you can order it on Fight. These shows have gotten so freaking amazing. Hey, Datilla, how's your morning evening going? So let's get down to the nitty gritty, right? All right. Going to my notes. I'm also doing the YouTube matches as well. So that's 9 matches in total, or I think it's 10. I don't know. Well, let's see here. Sacrifice kicks the night off with Giselle Shaw versus Lady Frost. What a match. That was freaking awesome. Both ladies deserve a round of applause. I hope this isn't the last time we see them fight. Lady Frost with a well-deserved win. Yeah, that match was absolutely incredible for an opening match. As you see, I'm representing Lady Frost because she won last night, and I was blown away by that match. Just like last time, Giselle Shaw and Lady Frost put on a hell of a match, and they deserve all the applause in the world for that. Up next, OGK versus Rich Swan and Willie Mack. I know they're not called OGK on Impact; they're called Mike Bennett and Matt Taven, but they are OGK, so that's why I put OGK. And that match had to be my favorite tag match of all time. That was a great tag match. These YouTube matches were pay-per-view quality matches, and you got them for free. Gotta love Impact Wrestling when they do that kind of stuff. Up next, Trey Miguel. Oh, now the show actually starts. This is the full pay per view that was on Fight TV, Impact Plus, and YouTube Ultimate Insiders. Up next, Trey Miguel versus Jake Something for the X Division Championship. That was absolutely intense. I'm sad Jake lost, but with that was crazy. Congratulations to Trey Miguel for a successful defense. And then after I watched Sacrifice, I found out that Jake Something has left the company. They couldn't come to an agreement for his new contract. If it was me, I just say hand them the championship. That might get them to stay. But I guess they want to keep the title on Trey a little bit longer, which I think is better. But I wanted to see Jake Something win. I'm pretty bummed that he's gone. So I wish him the best, though. Up next, Eddie Edwards versus Rhino. First of all, I need to point out Eddie's attire. On the back of his jacket, it said Impact No More. I don't know if anyone else noticed that, but I did. It used to say, well, I don't know what it used to say. I think it's new. On his jacket, it said No More and then Impact in bold letters in the middle. Sad to see Eddie do this, but this match was absolute chaos. The first part of the match, Maria tried getting involved by handing Eddie his kendo stick. She was ejected. She wanted Matt and Mike to go with her. They played innocent. I thought that was great. Then the match got started, and it was awesome. A little later, all 6 got involved. There was a swanton bomb. Rich jumped over a ref. And during all the chaos, Steve Macklin came in and took out Eddie Edwards, or so we thought. He wanted Rhino to gore Eddie, but Macklin hit him with a kendo stick. And then Eddie did the Boston Knee Party on Rhino to cover him for the win. What is Macklin's deal? Is he just basically saying, I'm on my own? I'm not on anyone's side? I think that's what it is. I think it's a military thing. Up next, the Inspiration versus the Influence for the Impact Knockouts Tag Team Championships. Another amazing match, but with a weird finish. Yeah, that was a weird finish. Tennille Madison told Caleb to stay in the back, but he came out near the end of the match. But the interesting part here is that he tossed in one of the knockout tag titles, and it was given to Tennille, who used it against the Inspiration. And well, Caleb gave a legitimate oops face. I think he was giving it to the Inspiration, but he screwed it up. Yeah, Caleb screwed up again. Big shock. No, I'm just kidding. Caleb's awesome. A little intermission smash up. Brian Myers was doing alternate commentary, plugging his merch, and then Morrissey comes out and tries to start a fight. Brian dips between the security guards that were trying to break him up. So then Morrissey puts one of the security guards through the alternate commentary's merch table. Yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting. Like, hey, you know what? We just saw a great match. We're just gonna have Brian Myers do some alternate comedy to discuss, but he decides to plug his merch instead. Morrissey comes out like, you know what? It's not the time for this. I'm gonna take care of this. Thought that was great. Up next, Jonah versus PCO. Jesus, that was insane. What a violent physical fight. Jonah tried everything to beat him, but PCO kept getting back up like a freaking zombie. Every big move Jonah did, he just popped back up, popped back up. He popped back up every time. So bad, so much that he kept getting up that Jonah had to think about something else. So he went to the stairs, the steel stairs, tossed PCO in them, then took him apart, pile drived him on top of the lower section of the stairs, and then pulled him up and threw him onto the mat. Then tossed his ass back in the ring on his stomach, tsunami onto his spine, and then Jonah got the win. That was fucking nuts. That was incredible. PCO is a hell of a wrestler. Up next, Jay White versus Alex Shelley. Now, this was the match of the night for a lot of people. I've heard this match was incredible, and if you want to rewatch this, you can watch it on Impact Plus, you can watch it on Fight TV, and you can watch it on YouTube Ultimate Insiders. And if you have the right connections, you can watch it for free. I shouldn't be saying that, but oh well. Up next is the champ. Oh wait, no, my bad. Wow, that was awesome. It was everything it was going to be and more. Jay White and Alex Shelley put on a hell of a match. So far, my favorite of the night. It was technical. There was high flying, some stiff moves. It was great. One thing after the match, though, you would think they would get a buddy respect handshake, right? But Alex Shelley took out his hand and wanted the handshake. Jay White was like, nah, Bullet Club for life. And he just did the too sweet and walked away. Alex Shelley did not look pleased. Up next is the Champ Challenge. Who's answering the challenge? It was Chelsea Green. I was in shock. I thought it was going to be like a new person returning, but it was Chelsea Green. This was a solid match with a scary finish. It looked like Chelsea injured her wrist again. But Deonna still wanted to win the match. So she grabbed Chelsea's injured wrist, did the armbar, and of course, Chelsea instantly tapped out. But after that, Deonna refused to let go. After 5 seconds, she finally lets go. Ross and refs and Mickie James are checking on Chelsea. Tasha decides now is the perfect time for her match. Yeah, I thought that was really, really disrespectful of Tasha Steelz. I know that's probably the reason why for her character and all that, but I thought that was really inappropriate timing. Tasha should have waited. That was not nice. And so the match gets started. This match was really good, but for once, what a match. I want a match where Tasha wins on her own. Savannah Evans won that title for her. Yeah, Savannah Evans tried all she can to get inside Mickey's head and get her distracted, and it worked. I thought that was very unbecoming of a champion, and it left a good sour taste in my mouth. Up next is Violent by Design versus the Good Brothers, another solid tag team match. VBD and the Good Brothers looked great. An interesting moment, though, near the end of the match, Eric Young was fighting with Doc Gallows on the ramp. It led to a pile driver, taking him out of action. Eric Young stumbles back to the ring, and Joe and him do a combo move to win the tag team championships. So VBD is the new World Tag Team Champions. Up next is the main event, Moose versus Heath for the Impact World Championship. What a match. It was mostly Moose the whole time, but Heath fought his hardest, and he nearly had it a few times. Yeah, he nearly captured Moose's title a few times. What a great pay-per-view. After the match, Moose was celebrating ish. He was just mocking that I don't know. He was boasting that he was still the champion because he didn't say anything. He didn't look happy. He looked determined and pissed. And after all that, after the match, in comes a guy wearing a red jacket. It's Josh Alexander. Josh Alexander returned last night, which I knew he would. I mean, in his last promo in Impact, he said, "I've sacrificed so much for this company." So I knew there was a plan for Sacrifice. I knew it was a work, but they sold it as a legitimate, like it's not happening. So they even did this in here too. So it's Josh Alexander. He's back and he said that Scott sending them home was the right thing to do because he was only a mile away from Anthem corporate office. And he went in there, signed a multi-year deal with Impact, and signed another contract to face Moose at Rebellion. God, what a pay-per-view. I fucking love this company. Yeah, so that was an intense show, and I'm going to rewatch it maybe about 2 more times. It was that freaking awesome. Thank you all for watching, and I appreciate you giving me this time of your day. I look forward to reading all the comments. And you can find me on Twitter at Misery Eater 101. That's a 0. And anything else, it's not me. So thank you for your time, and you will see me again on Thursday when we find out what happened tonight at tonight's tapings. Gonna be some good stuff. All right. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys Thursday.